everybody. Welcome to Astro Reads with Amazon. I am Amazon, and I am outside again today. The weather's just been super nice, and I love doing readings outside to get, that divine energy from the sun and charge up my crystals too. So today we will be doing Cancer's reading. So Cancer, let's see what's going on for you in the month of June. Oh, hold on. What is going on for you in the month of June? Let's get started. First, we're going to do, a nice general overview of what your energy is like, and then we're going to go into love, and then we're going to go into career and finances. So, let's get started. For the main deck, I'm using the Mermaid Tarot deck. I love this deck. It's my first one, and it's just so sweet. So what's been going on in the month of June for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see. What's been going on for the Cancers in the month of June? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what comes out. Yeah, I felt that. I was literally just gonna say, I feel like Cancers have retreated. Let's see what else comes out. Oop. Okay, that's not bad either. Let's see if one more card wants to come out. Okay. Alrighty, Cancer. So let's see what's going on. The first card that popped out was the Devil. So you see how hard this wind is blowing? Jeez. The Devil. So this is Capricorn's major card. So you might have Capricorn placements. You might be dealing with a Capricorn or somebody with strong Capricorn placements. But the Devil is here because you might be feeling like you are stuck, right? And you feel like, it's kind of difficult for you to move right now. And sometimes that stagnant energy is self-inflicted, right? So think about the things that you are involved in, the people you are around, your work, especially your work. Think about those things and really evaluate if they're fulfilling you or not. Are they lowering your energetic vibration and frequency? Do you feel like you, again, are stuck because of this situation, person, circumstance, job? And why are you keeping yourself there is another question, right? Why are you keeping yourself there? Because you don't want to be stuck here. You see, the mermaid is trying to get a little bit of water here on her tail, and the coins are scattered, and she's trapped in this cage. Why are you also keeping yourself there? Oh, and the craziest thing about this cage, it's so funny how much you notice, but the lock is unlocked. So, again, it's that self-inflicted box, right, that you're putting yourself in. Whether it's because you're choosing to stay in something that you know does not add value to your life, and it's causing you stress, it's making you doubt yourself, right? Because here is the Knight of Swords right after that. So you have your ideas, you have, you want to communicate, you are open to exchanging ideas and information, but it's hard for you to trust that. It's hard for you with the Page of Swords in reverse. It's hard for you to feel like I said, to have the faith in your ideas, to have the faith in what it is that you're looking to accomplish. And, that could also kind of translate into being a little bit impatient about kind of where you're at, and not trusting the position that you're in, not trusting that your idea is good enough, or what you're learning, or the ideologies that you have are not necessarily suitable for really where you're trying to go. And that's not always the case, right? But I do feel like this is really like you almost doubting like your ideas, because you have them, and you want to share them, but I think that you are feeling a bit uninspired, or even, again, not feeling like it would be relevant enough or important enough for anybody to really like want to engage with or believe in, or whatever the case may be, right? And I'm here to tell you that that's not true, because the overall energy of the spread is you, the Chariot, right? You have a wonderful ability to be emotional, to be intuitive, and your emotions are speaking to you. Your body is speaking to you, and they're really wanting you to listen to them, right? Listen to yourself, right? Because you know what you require within, right? You know when something doesn't feel right. You know when something isn't really calling your spirit, or really for you in the first place. You feel it in your body, first of all, Cancer, and then you feel it in your heart, because again, you are sensitive, and you can feel not only your emotions, but the emotions of those around you, and the emotions or the energy of the situations that you're in. And so this can have a negative effect when it's hard to distinguish what's yours and what's not, right? When it's hard to even take yourself out of specific environments for whatever reason that may be, because you necessarily can't make that move right now, or you feel like there is obstacles and roadblocks, and it's hard for you to kind of see where you can go, right? You have the power to always shift your perspective, and I think sometimes you forget that, because you want people to feel good. You want the people around you to feel good as well. You can sense when they're not feeling good, and you take on that pain too, or you take on the energy of whatever situation that you're in, or whatever environment that you're in, and it can be hard to navigate sometimes. But I'm here to remind you that you have that power. You are the one that holds the reins here. So, oh my gosh, bees. I try so hard not to be afraid of bees, y'all. I try so hard. But anyway, yeah, so if you've been feeling like, it's been hard to tap into your intuition, that's okay. We're still in Mercury retrograde. We are also in Saturn and Pluto retrograde. So there's lots of emotions coming up, especially in regards to our boundaries, with Saturn retrograde, our limits, our ways of doing things, and the foundations that we've set with ourselves. And as far as Pluto, that's emotional, that's deep and emotional transformation. And it's in Capricorn right now. So again, like understanding how to not have your self-worth be equated to what you do, or your productivity, or the resources available to you. You are more than the material, right? So I also feel like, if you're holding on to things, physical things that you no longer need, or that remind you of a time in your life that wasn't so pleasant, or that are from a person that you no longer like speak to, or have no more ties to. It's time to release those things too. It's time to evaluate the ways that you value yourself and how you define your own self-worth. All right, Cancer? So let's see what's going on here with love. Okay. What's going on? Cancer's love life. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancers, you love love. You love nurturing people. Sometimes to other people. Okay, I had to go inside because honestly, the way that wind was embarrassing me. Okay, so yes, Cancer, love. I'm gonna do single and dating Cancers, and then committed Cancers. So, what's going on for the single Cancers? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Single and dating Cancers. What's going on with you guys? Okay, 2 cards fell out. Let's see. What's going on with the Cancers in relationships? Ooh. Alrighty. Let's see. We got rose quartz here, right? Let's bring in some of that love. Okay, for single and dating Cancers. Okay, so you have the 10 of Wands in reverse first, followed by the King of Swords. So I feel like this is really just you understanding what you are willing to carry and what you aren't willing to carry. What are you willing to tolerate, what you're not willing to tolerate, and not making everyone's problems your problems, not taking on burdens that don't belong to you, right? And then with this King of Swords energy, you're just very direct about that. You're not going to beat around the bush. This is you kind of embracing a new type of strength for yourself, where you're speaking up for yourself, and you're not really going to allow how others think you need to be loved determine what you actually need, right? You're doing more to set your own boundaries. You're doing more to speak your truth and speak truth to power for yourself, which I know is a little bit difficult for Cancer sometimes, again, because you don't want anybody to feel bad about what you're doing for yourself, but sometimes people are just not gonna like it, and that's their problem. So, I really like this energy here for the single and dating Cancers, because, again, even as you date, you have the choice to decide what are you going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate, and you can be direct, and you will be direct, especially once those conversations need to be had and boundaries need to be set, and you're teaching people how to treat you and how to speak to you, your love languages, all of that stuff. So I really like this for single and dating Cancers. Now for committed Cancers, we have the Tower here. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, it may be time for this to come to an end, or you might have been really avoiding kind of confrontations with this person. You've been avoiding having difficult conversations. You might have been trying to, I guess, like, work around certain things. Cancer can be very indirect, especially when, feeling threatened or feeling misunderstood. Things can become very passive aggressive, or it can become aggressive aggressive, right? This is Aries and Scorpio energy here, right? Martian energy. The Tower is here to show you that, it's the inevitable is going to happen. And sometimes when you hold on too tightly to things, that can also cause things to fall. And I feel like this is one of those moments where, again, it could have been something that you were holding on to like too tightly, or a specific way of like doing things, or a specific dynamic, right? Because we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here. So, you could have been feeling like you've been losing opportunities, like actual monetary opportunities, job opportunities, things like that. But also losing opportunities to remember who you are as an individual. Like I said, sometimes when you get into a relationship, then you try to like intertwine energies, and relationships are interconnectedness of energy, right? But you don't want to lose yourself in that, and so I feel like that might be what is like happening here. And again, this isn't for everyone. This isn't for all Cancers in committed relationships. For whoever this applies to, or again, this could be your partner feeling this way, like, feeling like things are a bit more difficult, feeling like they're losing themselves, feeling like they don't have opportunities to grow, or you might be feeling like, it's really difficult to find opportunities to grow together. And then we have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So we have a king here for the single and dating Capricorns, Cancers. And then we have the Queen of Swords here for the committed Cancers. So, the Queen of Swords is a very kind of strong, like steel fortress type of energy. Like, you don't really have time for any more BS. Like, you don't have the energy for it. And that's often also the card of recently divorced, recently newly single, like people energy in that respect, right? So it can, if you have been recently divorced, or you did just come out of a breakup, you might still be feeling vulnerable in that way. So you really want to protect yourself, and you kind of put on this suit of armor, and you're very tight-lipped, and you only are saying certain things, and showing yourself in certain ways, and kind of keeping everyone at an arm's length, because you're feeling a little exposed maybe, and you don't want to feel exposed like that. You don't want to feel vulnerable in that way. So you are really looking to protect yourself, and I totally understand that, Cancers. Let's see here. I want to get a little bit more clarity on this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm going to use the Modern Spellcasters Tarot deck. And I am in a coffee shop, that's why there's like mad voices. So I apologize. So let's see if we can get some clarity on this Ace of Pentacles in reverse for committed Cancers. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, well, You know what? That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So we have the Page of Wands in reverse, clarifying this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like, you know, there might, you guys, your partner, you and your partner might not be even having as much sex as you used to. Maybe the passion or romance is dying out, and that could be what. That could be what this Tower is about, right? Because then right after the Page of Wands in reverse, we have the Lovers here. So I feel like, you know, it might not necessarily be coming to an end. It could be that, you know, the passion may be dying, or that, you know, the sex or the romance isn't as enticing as it once was. But with the Lovers here, you know, I do believe that when you and your partner come together and have an honest conversation about it, that there is room for repair and for deeper connection that way too. More honest, more vulnerable, more, you know, more of that, like, really fulfilling, like, safety is important for Cancers. That safe feeling of, you know, being with your partner and knowing that they have you, and even when you're disagreeing, you know, especially when you're disagreeing, still feeling safe after a disagreement is very important. So keep that in mind, Cancers who are in relationships, because you are worthy of love, and you are worthy of love that fills you up, and your partner is also worthy of love that fills them up too. So make sure you both are listening to each other for real. Okay? So, you know what? Actually, let me see. One last thing. Is there anything that single or committed Cancers need to be aware of in their love life? Let's see. Is there anything single and committed Cancers need to be aware of in their love life? Okay. Eight of Swords. So, again, if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling trapped or anything like that, the Eight of Swords, right? This is a card that comes up when we feel stuck. And the beautiful thing about the Eight of Swords, much like the Devil that appeared earlier, is that the locks aren't locked. So all you have to do is remember that you can get out of this, but you have to act, right? So again, when we feel ourselves trapped or stuck in circumstances, it's really hard to remember sometimes that we still have the power to do something about it, whether it's something like direct or indirect. You know, there is some action that you can take. So if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling stagnant or trapped, just reevaluate and remember that you have the power to get yourself out of that. It takes a shift in perspective, and it takes a shift in action, and that's all up to you to do. Let's get into some finance and career things. Let's see what's going on there. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, what is going on with their career and finances? Let's see. I kind of hate this shadow that's being, this lens flare. Okay, is that better? It's a little better, right? Okay. Yeah, let's see what's going on. cards just like fell out. Let's see what's going on. For finance and career. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. What's going on with Cancer's career and finances? Okay, that's not bad at all. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. Okay, we'll start with these two. Nice. Okay, you know, we got pyrite now. Let's get that the money energy coming in, abundance, prosperity, right? Okay. So the first card that came out was the High Priestess in reverse. You might have Pisces placements. You might be around a Pisces or someone with strong Pisces placements. And then we have Justice right after that. So I feel like this is definitely in regards to something that you might have really not known what was going to happen. And it may have not worked out in your favor, and it kind of like, you know, stung you a little bit. Maybe I feel like somebody was doing something and they weren't being honest about it, right? I feel like they weren't like really having your best interest in mind, and that's going to come to the light, right? Especially with Mercury, Saturn, and Pluto in retrograde, right? Saturn especially is planet of karma. So if somebody did wrong by you in regards to like work, if they didn't pay you properly, if they took too long to pay you, if they lowballed you, if they tried to finesse, that's going to come to the light, and you will receive the justice that you need for that, because nobody likes to, you know, get a fast one pulled on them, especially when you are being intentional and really looking to work with people on an honest level. And then at the bottom of the deck here we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is really great. So, you know, this is just for you to keep diving into your crafts, keep doing your research, keep honing your skills, right? Yeah, because with the Three of Cups in reverse here, you know, this is telling me that there are people around you that may not have your best interest in mind, that may encourage you to overspend or just spend on the wrong things, invest your time and energy and money into like the wrong things, overindulging, things like that, right? Ooh. I want to know more about this High Priestess in reverse though, because I feel like this is like, I don't know, there's just something there. One more shuffle. Give this a nice little cut. You know what I'm saying? Okay. One more shuffle. Let's see. Tell me more about this High Priestess in reverse. Oh, for Cancer. Tell me more about the High Priestess in reverse. Take that because it's definitely about to jump out. Okay. Alright, getting a lot of clarity for that one. See, I knew it was something. I knew it was something. Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah. We have the Nine of Wands here. clarifying the High Priestess in reverse, followed by the Chariot in reverse, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So there are 2 sevens here. You know, 7 is a number of that brings together the spiritual and the physical, right? Understanding that mastery, right? But here we have, like I said, we have the 9 of Wands clarifying this High Priestess in reverse. So like I was saying, if there was somebody or something or a situation that you were in that didn't work out in your favor monetarily, or the opportunity wasn't really what it was presented to be, you know, and you were feeling, you felt that you were you know, you had your defenses up because it just didn't feel all the way right, and you knew that there was something that was just like a little off about it. So you were still a little bit apprehensive, even though you did this thing. Yeah, see here with the Chariot in reverse right after that, but you knew that something just didn't feel right. And it was kind of making you question yourself. It was kind of making you question, like, if you were bugging, like, was your intuition wrong? Like, you know, you might have even done this because you know, it was an opportunity that you really were excited about, or, you know, something that, again, was presented to you in a specific way, but it really wasn't that. And I really feel that because we have the 7 of Swords here in reverse after the Chariot in reverse. Ooh. And the 7 of Swords, when this comes up in reverse, whoever tried to run a fast one, it didn't work, because now you're going to find out, and it's going to reveal itself, like I said, with Justice here, and the High Priestess in reverse. The light will illuminate the dark, and you will see what happened. Yeah, and it can definitely be in regards to, like, your friend group, or people that you care about, people that are close to you. You know, not maybe being the best people to be around because they don't understand your vision, or because their priorities just aren't there the way that they need to be, so they can't understand where you're coming from. Okay, Cancer, this is a very interesting spread, but I feel like, you know, you are very good at putting the pedal to the metal and really focusing on the things that you really do enjoy and like to create, right? So keep focusing on honing your skills and your crafts, doing research, all of that stuff with the 8 of Pentacles here, okay? Because it's going to work out for you. It's definitely going to work out for you. And we have the 2 of Wands in reverse after that. So, like, you know, you might have those moments where you might feel like you don't really know what to do, and sometimes, you know, that's okay. It's hard to know whether a risk is worth taking sometimes, but, you know, have the faith in yourself, have the faith in your capabilities, trust your intuition, right? And remember yourself, because if it feels weird to you, you're most likely not bugging. You are very intuitive, and you know what's up, even when somebody's not trying to show you the real thing or the full picture. So you know what you got to do, Cancers. I think this is a good spread, and I hope that this abundance comes into you, the abundance that you deserve. I hope that does definitely come into you, and peace to whomever thought that they could run a fast one on you. All right. And lastly, I'm going to use the Crystal Medicine Oracle deck to just get a little bit of some last advice, any last messages, or anything else that you guys need to know. Okay, so let's see. Any advice for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding this reading? It's 333. Any advice for Cancer, Sun, take that. Sun, Moon, Rising. I'll take that one. And Venus. Alrighty. So let's see. Yes. Okay. This is great. So, soul retrieval, the number 29. You know, you might be in this space where you are really understanding your spirit and understanding what that means, what your spirit is, what it feels, how it sounds, you know, your higher self. And you might have also been in situations where, you know, you felt like you couldn't hear that voice, or you felt like you couldn't feel yourself in those ways. And so you can tap back in. You are able to come back, right? 29 breaks down to 11, which is a master number. You know, that is a master of spirituality, right? Mastering that understanding of your intuition, your intuitive gifts, and your powers, right? This is how you do your soul retrieval, remembering to go back within and trust your intuition and trust yourself. And then right after that, we have personal power. And I really like this too, because, you know, a lot of the times we forget how much power we have for ourselves and within ourselves. And, you know, this image is beautiful because there's so much power in this photo. Bears are powerful, majestic animals. Eagles are also powerful animals. And this scenery, the earth, this canyon, the water, like all of that possesses so much power. And you possess that same power, Cancer, right? With the number 2 here. And then right after that, we have truth and integrity. When you do everything with truth and integrity, it opens up so many doors, so many avenues, and so much more power again within for you. The symbol here is summer, and the crystal is turquoise. And the number here is 32, so that breaks down to a 5, which is, again, 5 is the number of freedom and change and expansion in that way. So, you know, whatever it is that you know, you have been considering or mulling over in your head and like really trying to see if it's the right fit for you, remember to tap back into your intuition and listen to your higher self. Remember that you possess a great power, being intuitive, and just the power of the choices that you have control over. You have control over yourself. You have control over how you respond and react to things. You have control over who you want to interact with or don't want to interact with, your work, where you want to work, all of that. And being honest and moving in integrity will open many, many doors for you, even when it feels like a lot of them are closing, because a lot of them are closing. They are doors that you no longer need to walk through. They aren't any opportunity that was for you, and what is for you will find you, so long as you move in truth and integrity. Alrighty, Cancers. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that this reading resonates. I appreciate all the love, and I'll see you guys next time.